Hey, Story Pillar friends, it's me, Meg.
And Bean.
And we're so happy you made it for this week's story set. That's when we take another listen to one of your favorite stories from Season 3 of Story Pillar while we're getting everything ship-shape for Season 4.
Yeah. And if my brother were here, he'd probably be jumping up and down, screaming his face off about spaghetti or something. Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Not that Season 4 will have anything to do with spaghetti.
Probably not, but in the meantime, pull up a comfy chair,
Grab a delicious snack that doesn't necessarily have to be pasta related. Spaghetti!
and let's take another listen to French fries and fur cakes from full episode 3.9. French Fries and Fur Cakes by Phil Bechtel and Meg Lewis. Adapted from 3 Pieces of Advice, a Jamaican folktale.
I'm starving.
Ruby patted her rumbling belly.
What I wouldn't give for a mango right now.
Her best friend Fern flopped down beside her.
Oh, or French fries. It's been so long since we've had French fries.
The 2 friends squeezed their eyes shut, pictured a steaming basket of perfectly golden fries, and nearly drooled on their own belly buttons.
It's been so long since we've had anything.
Ruby's tummy growled, the sound bouncing off the rocky cave walls. Then Fern poked her right in the ear hole.
Ow, what are you? Look, something's happening.
Ruby's ears perked up as she and Fern scampered over to the gaggle of furry bodies huddled around a large flat rock. Elder Aurelia, silver-streaked and looking as old and wise as the moon itself, banged a gnarled tree root on the ground. Hunger grows and food dwindles. Soon we will be nothing but bones. She balanced on her stubby tail and spread her paws wide. Bones! Her eyes swept over the starving rodents. Unless one among you dares to venture out and bring back the mythical golden acorn of ancient Hutia legends. Ruby's head popped out of the shadows.
You mean the golden acorn? The magic talisman that can make any food we desire appear out of thin air?
Yes, my child. The very acorn that will save our tribe from hunger for 10,000 million moons to come. Fern's paw shot up from a sea of twitching whiskers.
Excuse me, wise elder, but do you mean the golden acorn that no one's seen in thousands of years?
Yes, child. Only the bravest, cleverest Hutia will have the enchanted path revealed to them. But who among you is bold enough to try? Ruby leapt up onto the stage, dragging her friend along.
We'll find that magic acorn.
Fern blinked.
We will?
You will?
Yep, we know this island like the back of our paws.
No, we don't. We've barely been out of the cave. Fern tried to wriggle away, just as her friend's whisper tickled her ear.
Think about all the French fries we can magic up with that thing. French fries?
Fern felt her tummy do a loop-de-loop.
Well, I guess, but maybe we should. Great, we're ready.
Elder Aurelia hobbled over and laid a paw on their fuzzy brown heads. Go with eyes wide and ears open, and may the wisdom of the forest be by your side. Now go! Ruby grinned and squeezed her friend's trembling paw.
Time to shine like a ruby and fly like a fern. Ferns don't fly.
Ruby's eyes sparkled.
They do now. Come on, golden acorns and endless French fries await. Fern, come on. We've got to get to the Negro Cliff.
Ruby hopped over a mossy rock and dodged a giant droopy palm.
Do they what now?
Fern huffed a beetle out of her nostrils and tripped over a tree root.
The Negril Cliffs. Remember Grandma's stories about brave Hutias on epic adventures? They always start there. The first clue has to be...
The 2 friends bounced off a shiny brown rock, and the rock cackled and poked a leathery neck out of an ancient shell.
Slow and steady like the donkey, young ones, and you'll get there. Sure enough.
Sorry, Miss Turtle. We didn't see you there.
Name's Kami, little rabbit. We're not rabbits.
Ruby's paws found her hips.
We're Houtias, and we're on a super important quest to save our tribe from everlasting starvation. So if you don't mind, the Russian rabbits have a quest now.
Kami's face crinkled into a smile.
Where to, little ones? Again, we're not rabbits, but we are going to the Negril Cliffs, and well, now the Negril Cliffs. Good place to get squashed like a pancake, or more like a fur cake in your case. You best wait till night when those stinky screaming humans have all found their Betty Buys. Like I said, young ones, slow and steady like the donkey'll get you there just in time.
Ruby rolled her eyes.
Okay, but since we have hundreds of hungry Houtias depending on us right now, see ya!
And with that, she bolted.
Thanks for the advice, Miss Kami. Ruby, slow down. Didn't you hear what that turtle said? Come on, no time for strange turtles screaming about donkeys. Let's shine like a ruby and fly like a fern all the way to the Negril Cliffs. That still doesn't make any sense.
Maybe we should have listened to the turtle. Fern eyed the giant feet pounding down the cliffside path and burrowed deeper into their leaf pile.
No way, we've got this.
Ruby puffed out her chest.
We just play it cool and casually walk down with everyone else, and then when we get to the edge, we'll... What? What happened?
Fern's eyes followed her friend's quivering paw.
French fries.
Ruby drooled as she darted toward a half-eaten basket of fries lying in the middle of the busy path.
Yum, yum, yum. Ruby, no! You're about to be a fur cake!
Fern watched in horror as a small human covered in something sticky and blue wobbled toward Ruby.
Teddy, squishy Teddy! Oh no!
Ruby felt her paw stick fast between the basket's plastic slats.
No!
Ruby, get out of there!
I can't! It's stuck!
She felt a hard yank on her tail.
Fern, help! Teddy left Teddy!
Fern took a deep breath and rushed to her friend's rescue.
Down, girl! Good little human!
She threw a French fry toward the drooly creature's mouth.
Good girl! Okay, ready, Ruby? 1, 2, 3!
And with that, Fern yanked the basket hard and threw it at the toddler. Ruby screamed like a furry fire engine, and the two friends sprinted madly under a bush. Ruby's heart pounded like a jackhammer as she hugged her friend tight.
Thanks for saving my life, Fernie Wormy.
Hey, gross. Fern crossed her arms.
You're welcome, but I wouldn't have had to save your life if you had just listened to Kami. But she wasn't making any sense. Go slower to get something done faster? Yeah, if you're stuck in opposite day, maybe.
Oh, because your plan worked out so much better?
Well, no, but...
Fern closed her eyes.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I really hope you didn't find any more French fries. No, Fern, look.
Ruby pointed high up on the cliff, standing tall behind them, and Fern squinted at the shapes carved in the rough gray rock.
Whoa, what is that? A bright blue oval with a bunch of squiggles and a line leading down to it.
Ruby scratched her chin.
Oh, I know. It's the Blue Hole Mineral Spring. That's where we need to go next. Come on.
Do you mean the underground bathing pool that's also crawling with tourists?
Well, yes, but... Save any fries for me?
A creaky chuckle made both friends jump.
Miss Kami? How did you even get here?
I told you, young one. Slow and steady, just like the
donkey. We know. You've said it like 1,000 times already.
Ruby scooted towards a row of palm trees.
Now, if you don't mind, we need to get to the Blue Hole Mineral Spring like ASAP. So,
through the thick, untamed forest?
Kami looked pointedly at the wide, flat cliff path.
You sure about that, little rabbit? Not for the last time I saw a slow, steady donkey climb a tree.
We're not rabbits or donkeys, and we're taking a shortcut through the forest because we're hooty-us and we need to save our tribe.
Oh!
Let's go, Flying Fern. This Ruby's ready to shine.
Fern shuffled after her friend.
Sorry, Miss Kami. It looks like we're going this way, but see you around maybe?
No doubt, little one. No doubt.
Ruby and Fern trotted under palmettos and leapt over huge croton leaves until Fern suddenly flopped down in a sweaty heap.
I am starving. We've been running forever.
Ruby's stomach grumbled along with her friends.
Yeah, but think about all the french fries we can stuff our faces with once we find the golden acorn. Come on, just a little bit longer.
She leaned back and stretched, then jumped to her feet as she spotted a clump of dark green blobs dangling from a tree.
Fern, look!
Ruby felt her mouth water.
Papayas!
Fern scurried up the trunk and tossed a ripe fruit down to her friend.
Plenty for a little snack.
She plucked another papaya from the bunch, and another, until Ruby was nothing more than a bumpy green pyramid with two fuzzy ears sticking out on top.
Ready, set, go!
Together, they tore the papaya mountain to pieces, burying their faces in the soft, sugary insides. They ate and ate until their tummies were so full they dragged on the ground like furry watermelons.
Okay, time to get going.
Ruby tried to stagger to her feet.
I'm so full I can barely move.
A squeaky fart escaped Fern's bottom, and the two friends' eyes grew as round as, well, papayas.
Look out, we're gonna blow.
And with that, the plump little rodents rolled beneath some feathery leaves to moan and groan and fart the night away, until by the light of the morning sun, they were ready to continue their quest.
So next time Kami gives us advice,
I'll maybe, possibly consider what she says.
okay, that's a start. Ready to twinkle like a ruby?
Yep, let's go, Farty Fern.
Ruby grinned and raced down the path.
At least that actually makes sense this time. Over here, Ruby, look!
Fern yanked at a corked bottle and tried not to tumble into the crystal blue water below her.
You found a clue?
Ruby scrambled down to the pool's edge.
Open it up. What does it say?
Fern uncorked the bottle and unrolled the mysterious message.
It says, through crystal pools and forests crawl to the place where 21 cascades fall. Among the mist and rainbow's light, the golden acorn glimmers bright. 21. There are 21 cascades at Mayfield Falls. I've heard the elders talk about
Cannonball!
A giant splash echoed through the underground pool.
Let me guess. Kami? You know it, little rabbit. Ooh, why does it smell like rotten papaya?
we got a little distracted on the way here, but now we're headed for Mayfield Falls.
Ah, Mayfield Falls. A fine spot for a rabbit if you want to get eaten by cats.
Ruby's eyes nearly popped out of her head.
That's it, you old rock bucket. We're not rabbits. We don't need your confusing advice, and we're going to the Mayfield Falls, cats or no cats, right now.
She stomped up the ladder leading to the surface as Fern edged closer to the floating turtle.
Miss Kami, what did you mean about cats?
Don't you know wild cats run the falls, young one? Oh, wait. Forget fur cakes. They'll just swallow you whole like that.
She slammed her sharp beak shut.
Go, canny, young one.
Kami's kind, crinkly eyes bored into Fern's.
Slow and steady
Like the donkey.
Fern took a firm grip on the ladder.
I'll do my best, Miss Kami. I'll do my best.
Oh,
Kami wasn't kidding about the cats.
Ruby's fur stood on end as a sleek tabby pounced on the seed pod and ruthlessly tore it to shreds. She scooted further into the branches of their hideout.
But nothing like a little Ruby razzle-dazzle to show them who's boss, right?
Fern's paw landed on her shoulder.
No, Ruby. You're brave and as smart as sugar, but so is Kami.
And she hasn't exactly been wrong, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Fern squeezed her paw. We might not need to trot out there like actual donkeys, but I do think we need to slow down and make a plan.
Fern, look out!
They froze as a fierce-looking cat gave their bush a suspicious sniff.
Please don't eat us! Please don't eat us!
Shh! Bushes don't talk. The two friends' whiskers trembled. Okay, it's gone. They slumped to the ground as the creature stalked silently away.
Okay, fine. This time we listen to the turtle.
Ruby plucked some leaves and fluffed them into a cozy little nest.
Ready to, rest like a ruby and flop like a fern?
Ugh.
That definitely doesn't make any sense.
Fern smiled and snuggled close to her friend. But better than frying like a fur cake?
Do cats even know how to cook? Okay, they're asleep. Let's go.
Ruby whacked Fern in the belly button, then tiptoed around the piles of sleeping cats. Fern carefully scampered after her friend and peered over the edge of Mayfield Falls. Ruby squinted in the moonlight.
What did the poem say? Something about among the mist and rainbow's light.
Fern reached for a sparkling object floating just under the shimmering waves.
The golden acorn! We found it! We actually found it without getting smashed or eaten! French Fry City, here we come!
Ruby did a backflip and landed face to face with a familiar, crinkly smile.
Ooh, well done, little rabbit! Ooh, finally learned to think like a donkey!
Still not a donkey or a rabbit, Miss Kami. But you know what? Ruby stepped forward and held out the glittering acorn.
One order of extra special cheesy chili curry fries coming up, Miss Kami.
Ooh.
Just for you. Ooh, well, I'll be.
The end.
Aside from the papaya farts, that was pretty fun.
Yep, and who wouldn't want a lifetime supply of French fries?
And spaghetti! Anyway, grown-ups, if you and your kids had fun tricking babies and hiding from rabid cats with us today, please send this story set to someone else who might enjoy listening. Simply open this episode in Apple Podcasts or Spotify, click on the 3 dots to the right of the title, and select Share.
Yep, and don't forget to visit our Ko-fi page to make a donation and support more fantastic episodes of Story Pillar.
Okay, that's it. Thanks for taking another listen to French fries and fur cakes with us today.
Sneak and Sparky will be back here next Monday with talking rocks, pointy teeth, and of course, another story sip.
Okay, bye. Come back next week if you want to.
Hey, Story Pillar friends, grown-ups.
Guess what, coconut?
Story Pillar is now available on Yodo, the interactive, screen-free audio platform for kids.
Yay! Yippa-rooney-doonies! Which, means instead of your kids sneaking away with your phone or screaming their sprinkles off for a turn with the iPad, now they can snuggle up with their very own Yodo player or Yodo mini and laugh their lollipops off with everyone's favorite adorable-ish plastic red sneaker-wearing caterpillar. And everyone else.
Find more info and start your listening journey at us.yodoplay.com.